Food digestion takes place in the stomach, a big, hollow, muscular organ that is a component of the digestive system. Its primary job is to hold, break down, and release food into the intestines at a pace that the intestines can handle. In order to break down the meal and enable passage through the small intestine, it produces acids and enzymes. The top portion of the stomach that connects to the esophagus is called the cardia. The cardiac sphincter, a little band of muscle that keeps stomach contents from ascending into the esophagus, is located there. The rounded upper region to the left of the cardia is called the fundus, and it is situated underneath the diaphragm, a dome-shaped muscle that aids in breathing. Digestive gases are collected in this section. The stomach's primary and biggest portion is called the corpus, or body. When the stomach contracts, here is where the food is combined. Lower in the stomach is called the antrum. Until the meal is prepared to be sent to the small intestine, it remains in the stomach. The part of the stomach that connects to the small intestine is called the pylorus. This also applies to the ring-shaped pyloric sphincter, which controls the timing and manner in which stomach contents pass into the small intestine. The stomach is made up of several layers of muscle and tissue, including the mucosa, submucosa, muscularis externa, and serosa. The stomach's inner lining is called the mucosa, or mucous membrane. It is composed of glands and specialized cells that secrete bicarbonate, hydrochloric acid, mucus, and enzymes that aid in food digestion. The stomach lining is shielded from the acids by bicarbonate and mucus, which acts as a protective covering. The mucosa is surrounded by a layer of connective tissue called the submucosa. Together with more nerve cells and fibers, it also possesses bigger blood and lymph vessels. The mucosa is covered and protected by it. The major layer of the stomach, the muscularis externa, is located adjacent to and covers the submucosa. To break down the meal, its three layers expand and shrink. The fibrous membrane covering the exterior of the stomach is called the serosa, sometimes known as the visceral peritoneum. There are two forms of digestion: chemical digestion, which breaks down food using chemicals and enzymes, and mechanical digestion, which breaks food down into smaller pieces. While the chemical digestion mostly takes place in the stomach, the mechanical digestion already begins in the mouth when food is chewed. The lower esophageal sphincter, a muscle that resembles a ring, allows food to pass into the stomach. As needed, this opens and shuts the opening between the stomach and esophagus. In order to let the food pass through during digestion, this relaxes. The food will subsequently be pushed from the upper to the lower section of the stomach by the muscle. The actual action will happen when the meal is broken down and churned by the stomach's muscles, digestive fluids, and enzymes. By doing this, the meal will be ready to be used. Digestion processing periods vary depending on the kind of food. Since they absorb the quickest, carbohydrates are advised for a rapid energy boost. Fats digest the slowest, whereas proteins require more time. Furthermore, the fastest-acting drinks to empty the stomach include water and other zero-calorie options. After the stomach has finished its job of breaking down food, it will go via the duodenum, a tiny tube that runs from the base of the stomach to the beginning of the small intestine. Then the subsequent phases of digestion will take place. The process of turning food into energy will be completed with the assistance of the fluids secreted by other digestive organs such as the pancreas and liver. An extremely important digestive organ is the stomach. It has several advantages for humans and is very important for digestion. In addition to killing germs, the stomach secretes several digestive acids and enzymes to prepare and break down difficult-to-digest food. Foods are broken down, proteins are divided, and harmful microorganisms are killed by hydrochloric acid. Vitamin B12, which is necessary for the production of red blood cells, attaches to intrinsic factor and becomes absorbable in the small intestine. Protein and fat digestion is aided by enzymes such as pepsin and gastric lipase, respectively. The body's main food storage organ is the stomach. It is necessary to allow folks to eat infrequently during the day as opposed to often. This is so that huge meals may be eaten and stored in the stomach for later, gradual digestion. In addition to its ability to mix and crush food, the stomach is a muscle that increases the surface area of chyme, which is the finely split food that is ready for easy and further digestion by other organs. The stomach is very important to us since it gives us energy and allows us to enjoy eating. Because of this, maintaining your health is crucial, and there are many methods to achieve so. Eating on a regular timetable enables the stomach to process food effectively. Indigestion and bloating may arise from the stomach overworking itself if food is not consumed at the right moment. Drinking lots of water and staying hydrated is good for the stomach. Large quantities of food are broken down by water, which facilitates their easier passage into the stomach. It also lessens constipation and bloating since food moves more easily. Good chewing is also very beneficial since digestion starts in the mouth. To facilitate easy digestion by the stomach's enzymes, food must be chewed into tiny bits. Ineffective chewing techniques lead to inadequate body absorption of nutrients. Reducing the number of meals high in fat facilitates digestion. High-fat and high-cholesterol foods slow down digestion, which increases the risk of weight gain and constipation. Consuming a diet rich in whole grains, fruits, vegetables, legumes, and other high-fiber foods is essential. These help to keep the digestive system functioning normally, avoid constipation, and maintain a steady weight. Constipation is lessened by frequent exercise because it keeps food flowing through the digestive tract. Maintaining a healthy weight might also be aided by this. Reducing stress is also good for our stomachs since stress hormones affect digestion directly. In a fight-or-flight state, the body perceives a lack of time for rest and digestion. During stressful periods, blood and energy are also redirected from the digestive system. The stomach is situated in the left portion of the abdominal cavity, between the duodenum, a portion of the small intestine, and the esophagus, and directly inferior to the diaphragm. Although stomach sizes vary, most people can fit 1 to 2 liters of food and fluids in their bellies at a time. When a huge meal or overeating stretches the stomach to its limit, it may contain up to 3 to 4 liters. When the stomach is distended to its maximum size, it is uncomfortable and difficult for the stomach to contract and combine food effectively, which makes digestion difficult. The interior layer of the stomach is covered with rugose, or wrinkles, or gastric folds. Rugae help the stomach grasp and move food during digestion and allow the stomach to expand to fit huge meals. Once the stomach is full of a meal, it stores food for 1 to 2 hours. The gastrointestinal tract, the main component of the digestive system, includes the stomach. As the intestines, pancreas, gallbladder, and liver are ready to complete the digestion, the stomach keeps on the work that the mouth started. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more educational videos.